I've recently rebuilt this little bedroom YouTube studio to be the perfect productive place to come and be creative and to make videos. Having a place that I feel inspired and want to be creative is super important to me because I make a lot of YouTube videos for this channel in this very room, but I also work from home a lot as well, again in this room. So it needs to feel like somewhere that I can come and be inspired and be creative without anything else getting in the way. Now this is actually a room in our house where our wardrobes are, so having this as purely a creative space can sometimes be a little bit difficult because it does also need to be a multifunctional space as well, because we're doing day-to-day things in here as well as being creative. What I tend to do is try and avoid that wall that I am filming from now. So you're sat directly in front of one of our wardrobes. I will usually film from around there to there. So all you're seeing on camera is that wall and that wall, and then I can just focus on keeping those two walls looking good on camera. Now the desk setup itself is built around two desks, both from IKEA. This main desk over here is sat on two sets of drawers, again from IKEA, but this one is movable, so if I need to move and film from a different place, I can move it around the room, or I can just take the legs off it and store it down the side of the wardrobe if I don't need it at all. But at the moment I do quite like using it as a bit of an L-shaped desk because it gives me a nice little angle to film from here. But if I don't need it, I'll get rid of it and I'll just save some space and just use this one desk over here. Now my computer setup behind me is built around the MacBook Pro 14-inch, and I've made lots of videos about this MacBook over the last year or so since I've had it because I genuinely love it. It is the cheapest one you can buy with 16 gig M1 Pro chip and just 500 gig storage. But it is more than powerful enough for everything that I throw at it, and it probably will be more than powerful enough for 90% of people out there that are looking for a computer as well. It powers everything over here, and it sits just behind my monitor on a little vertical MacBook stand that I got from Amazon. Now my MacBook sits behind my monitor just to save space really, but it is connected to my monitor using a single Thunderbolt cable, and that is what makes this setup so quick and easy to use. So that one cable allows me to connect my computer to my monitor so I can have almost a full desktop setup, but it also charges the MacBook up as well, which is incredible because it means I've only got to plug in that one cable for absolutely everything, and then I can just plug and play as I wish. So if I wanted to unplug and take my laptop elsewhere, I know it's going to be charged up because it's been plugged into my monitor, and equally it's just dead easy to plug in and start using with a bigger external display. Now the monitor I use is a 4K Philips USB-C monitor, and it's got a nice anti-reflective surface on it which looks great. But the monitor itself is great because it's got loads of ports built into it that I can use to connect different devices and connect to my MacBook, again just through using that one Thunderbolt cable. So I can plug in things like the Rodecaster Pro or external hard drives to the monitor, and then that one Thunderbolt cable is sending all the information it needs to the MacBook and vice versa while still charging the MacBook, as I mentioned before. It is incredible, and it just again makes this setup so versatile because it leaves ports free on my MacBook, so I can still plug things into my MacBook. I get more ports, more flexible ports because it's got actual USB-C ports and HDMI ports built into the display itself. So it just gives me loads of different options to be able to plug things in nice and easily, and to plug extra things in that I might not be able to fit in once I've used all my ports on my MacBook. So if, for example, I am editing a video and I need some footage from a video I have filmed in the past, I have that footage stored on some external hard drive sat just behind me. But all I need to do is switch on that external hard drive. It's already plugged into my external monitor, and if I have my MacBook plugged into my monitor, which 90% of the time I do, I can then just drag up that footage, drop that into Final Cut Pro straight away without having to go through searching external hard drives that I might need to then go and plug in, because these are already plugged into my monitor, and it just makes everything so quick and easy. I do sometimes also use this display as a second display to my MacBook Pro, and to do that I would just bring out the MacBook, from behind, bring it in front, open it up, and then it acts as a second display. So if I need a bit of extra screen space instead of just one screen space, it gives me the option to do that. I just really like the flexibility that this gives you. So I wanted to make this room as functional as I possibly could, making it as easy as possible to be able to sit down and record a video with as little setting up as possible. And having the Rodecaster Pro permanently set up here has made a big difference with that, because all I have to do now to record great quality audio is grab this microphone, it's always plugged in around the back, slide up the slider on the Rodecaster and hit record, and there is great audio recorded straight away without having to do anything really. I also have the option to plug in a boom microphone because I have another XLR cable which is set up for specifically another microphone. So if I wanted to use my NTG4 Plus and boom it above just out of shot here, I can do that nice and quickly as well. That just saves so much time and it makes recording audio so easy. And plugging the Rodecaster into my monitor also means that I can use the Rodecaster to listen to music and to edit videos because I have it plugged into the speakers either side, and it gives me the option to be able to control my volume with the sliders. And I can also connect my phone to do the same thing through Bluetooth and listen to some inspiring music to get me going. I also wanted this room to look pretty good on camera, so I have two lamps. I have one just out of shot there and another one sat just behind me, both with Aperture B7C light bulbs, which allow me to control them from my phone and change the color temperature, and they even have some built-in effects as well. So if I'm creating a video that needs those things, I have the option to be able to do that. And again, my key light, my main light here is an Aperture Amaran 100X. So I can connect that to my phone as well and control all three lights from the same app. So again, talking about making this room as functional as possible to be able to sit down and record a video, that plays a huge part in speeding up the lighting for my videos. And I also have a few fairy lights dotted around. I've got some more over here just to add a bit of depth and background bokeh to the video. So that is my little YouTube bedroom desk setup, powered by my 14-inch MacBook Pro. I like to change it up quite a lot in here because again, I just spend so much time in here creating videos, working from home. So just changing things up, moving different bits of furniture around and bringing extra things in just to help you feel inspired in here is really important to me, and I do that quite a lot. But for now, for the next couple of months at least, until I decide to change it up again, I do really like it in here. But there are things I would like to do in here. I'd like to paint, for example. I am gonna change the desk colours very soon. But yeah, for the next couple of months at least, I like it in here. But hopefully this video has given you a few ideas for your own YouTube studios or your desk setups. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button just down below there. And I shall see you very soon in the next video.